Hello and welcome to the Daylight Midnight Studio. My name is Greg and I'm joined today by Professor Logan.
Welcome back, me.
Do you mind being called Professor Logan, by the way?
No, I don't mind.
So I never actually asked, it's just, it kind of came out the first time we started recording and
It's
it stuck.
Hasn't it?
Okay, so I'm here with Professor Logan and we're both fascinated by the science of taste, which is another way of saying we both like eating stuff. So having munched our way through bags of M&Ms, we thought we wanted an excuse to eat loads of crisps. So, Logan was wondering, can we tell different crisp flavours when they're mixed together? I've not explained that very well. We're calling this, he said, making something up on the spot, the Crisp Crunch Challenge. So what we're going to do is, one of us will close our eyes, the other one will pick two of these flavours of crisps, put them together in the other person's hand, and they have to taste them both at the same time and see if they can tell which two flavours have been chosen. Have I explained that okay, do you think?
Yes, except this was your idea, not mine.
Was it really?
Yes, it was.
It was a collaboration. So yeah, that's the idea basically. So
the flavours here, in case you can't see them, we have cheese and onion in the solo box. In this one we have ready salted and then smoky bacon. And then this one we have prawn cocktail and salt and vinegar.
And one of these flavours you really don't like, which isn't a great start, is it? So we'll have to decide,
that'll be fine.
Am I going to be a nice dad and not give you any cheese and onion?
Maybe.
Or am I going to be a spiteful dad?
Maybe we could do an experiment where you can give me the cheese and onion and see if one of the flavours that I like could balance it out.
That's good thinking. I could give you cheese and onion and see if you can tell the difference.
That would be evil.
That would be evil. Okay, I think we should just go for it then. So I've got one of my COVID masks as a face mask. So do you want, shall I be blindfolded first and you pick the two at random?
Yeah, you can go first.
Yeah, okay, so hopefully we're hoping that this shows up where we've labelled them on the screen. We just saved some time by mixing all these up beforehand. So, alright, I'm going to use my wonderful... Alright, I hope that... Oh, hang on, wait. Right. So I'm going to go la 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 la, so I can't even hear which hand you're... Oh, you're going to move them around!
I'm now
Good thinking! Right, okay.
Around.
So I won't have a clue which ones you're taking stuff from.
I'm realising it's hard to shuffle things around when there's only 3 of them. Okay.
I was worried the labels might fall off as well.
I'm going to take...
Alright, so I'm not allowed to smell them. They're all from the same multi-pack, so the crisps should be a pretty much uniform shape and style.
Well, one of them is not.
Alright, okay, but I'm not going to know, it's not like it's crinkle cut, so I'll know any different. And we're hoping if this goes well, or either way, we're going to do it with more flavours next week. So, okay, I'll pick both up like that. Okay, ready? Here we go. This might actually be harder than I thought. Alright, I'm definitely going to start, because I put one in on my tongue with the other one on top of it. I think there's definitely ready salted. My guess would be that there is ready salted and salt and vinegar.
Okay.
That's my answer. So are we going to reveal as we go along?
Sure.
Do you want to do it that way?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, that's not the way I've set it out on the board.
Oh, okay. You tell me then. You tell me how you want to do it. Do you want me to leave my glasses on and do...
Yeah, leave them on.
Alright, okay, so
we're planning on doing 3 combinations each, and then at the end, each doing one where we have 3 different crisps in the mix.
So I thought we were going to keep swapping, but now it's alright if you want to do all 3 for me. In fact, that might even make it harder because I'll have the flavour in my mouth already. So, okay, so we're just moving on now.
Yep. I'm pointing at which one I'm taking from.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
They can
I'll
probably
just
see, but...
sit here in my world of blind ignorance.
Where can it go?
Do you know what?
Hands?
I can't change my mind now, but I think the after tang, that might have been cheese and onion, that last one.
Ooh.
But it's too late now. Have I got 2 here or just 1? Oh, there are 2, they're just smaller. Okay. No, that's definitely cheese and onion.
Okay.
That cheese and onion is so overpowering that I don't think I have a clue what the other one is. This is a bit of a guess, but there is a slight tang to it. I think it's definitely cheese and onion, and I think the second flavour is smoky bacon.
Okay. So.
That's surprisingly difficult. Unless I've got COVID and everything's tasting the same. What's great is we can eat all these crisps at the end.
Yes.
We could do a whole series of these because we could get every available flavour of Pringles, Doritos.
Yeah.
We could have hybrid mashups where we literally crunch all the crisps down. Oh, sorry. And have to work out what the individual little flavours are. I'm just looking for excuses to eat crisps.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, are we in? Yeah,
Yes.
there's 2 there, right? Okay. Right, definitely smoky bacon. I think because you tell me if I'm right or wrong on this. Aren't most of your taste buds for flavours on your tongue?
I think that's where all of your taste buds are.
Because I think by putting one on top of the other, I'm getting the flavour of the crisp that touches my tongue, and then
Right.
the other one is really hard to work
Yeah,
out.
so it'd be better to eat them sideways.
Yeah, put them in together or break them up.
Vertically.
So, alright,
Vertical
smoky bacon
crisps.
definitely. The other one is a little bit of guesswork. But I'm going to go for, because you haven't used prawn cocktail yet, if I'm right with the other answers, which I might not be, and you like to be quite thorough, I think it's prawn cocktail is the other one.
Okay. So your guesses are, for the first one, ready salted and salt and vinegar. For the second one, cheese and onion and smoky bacon. And for the third one, smoky bacon and prawn cocktail.
I'll just have to stick with that, yeah.
Right.
Am I unmasking
You can take
now?
your blindfold
Okay,
off.
here we go, moment of truth.
Okay, so for the first one, are we going to count this as each correct individual crisp?
Well,
as a
that's the
point?
question. Or do you have to get the combination correct for it to be a point?
I think this seems quite hard, so I think we should have it as each
Okay.
individual one.
We should have worked that out before you were looking at
Yeah.
whether my answers were right or not, but go on.
So for that, you get 3 points. For the first one, you said it was ready salted and salt and vinegar. It was ready salted and prawn cocktail. For the second one, you said it was cheese and onion and smoky bacon, but it was cheese and onion and salt and vinegar. And for the third one, you said it was smoky bacon and prawn cocktail, but it was smoky bacon and salt and vinegar.
So did I get one flavour right each time?
Yes.
I wonder if it's the one that was touching my tongue first
But
then.
maybe.
Because especially with that smoky bacon,
I'll be
I
sure
can
to
taste...
eat mine sideways.
Your mate is smaller than mine, you might not be able to fit him in. So are we doing the same now, and then we'll do the 3 crisp challenge?
Yeah.
Or do you want to go straight? Right, okay.
So now you can do 3 for me.
Right. Alright, I better put my glasses on so I can
This
see what
is
I'm
the-
writing. So I write down, I show the good folks at home, you taste them, you give me an answer, and then we do it all at the end. Right,
I like
okay.
pointed. I went like that.
Right, okay, yep, what you're going to do. So you're gonna mask
I'm
up.
going to mask up because there is currently a lockdown in Britain.
We've left the house today though, we've been for a walk. Which just
Quiet.
felt so strange, sorry. Right, okay, so I'm going to do what you did, I'm going to mix them up a little bit. Juggly juggly, which one's the lady? Okay, so I'm just going to leave them like that. So I'll try not to go too... should I try and do combinations you haven't done? Right, let's go with that one. I'll try and get equally sized crisps.
I didn't.
Right, I'm just going to drop them in there like that. So let me just...
One of these is like curly shaped. Okay, I'm going to go for it.
Okay. Oh, he's going for the little sampler where you just take little bites each time.
Now we flip it.
I'm wondering now if I've written down the wrong combination. Am I allowed to eat them while I'm waiting for you?
Yeah.
So good. I stopped eating
I
crisps for a
think-
month before Christmas.
That is smoky bacon and salt and vinegar.
Okay.
And
Right.
there might be cheese and onion in there, but I haven't had cheese and onion in years because I don't like how it tastes, so
No.
I don't remember what it tastes like.
I didn't have a drink in between to cleanse my palate, so I think you shouldn't either.
I will not. I don't even know
Right.
where my drink is, so I probably just
Good
not
stuff.
get
So
it.
I'm going to go for this time. I'm going to go for these 2.
I need to...
Right, I've got 2 that almost look like a combined crisp. So there you go. I suppose really, if we were going to be very hygienic about this, what we should be doing is washing our hands in between. We should have separate plates. We shouldn't be handing the food to each other. But we do live together, so I don't think we're breaking too many rules. Are you finding it harder than you thought you would? Because I thought with these flavours
Yeah,
it would be
you
really easy.
You really are just tasting one,
Yeah.
aren't you? It's definitely prawn cocktail. I can't really taste anything. for the other one though, which would make me think that it would be ready salted. But I already did prawn cocktail and ready salted, so I think it's prawn cocktail and cheese and onion.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not really paying attention to what you did, but I like the way you're getting into the psychology of it, thinking I might be psyching you out by doing the other. So I'm going to go this time for these two. I'm just going to play with the other ones so you don't know which one I've done for. So I've gone for those two. Right, okay. So I got... Sorry.
Salt and vinegar, cheese and onion.
Oh, okay.
It's definitely cheese and onion. I'm pretty sure the other one's salt.
You said you hadn't tasted cheese and onion for years, so how can you be so sure?
Because it tastes disgusting.
Maybe it's just a disgusting combination.
That's not true.
And you're convinced that I'm gonna...
It's because I can actually taste cheese.
Okay,
So
have a
they
drink.
do an alright job.
Take your...
Oh yeah,
take your mask. You
I
have a
can
little drink.
see!
Alright. So the first combination I went for, I hope I've written this down correctly, I went for salt and vinegar and bacon. You said bacon and salt and vinegar. So that's 2 points. It was then, you know the prawn one, and you said you weren't sure what the other flavour was.
Yeah.
I thought you were about to say it, because I thought you would say, because there wasn't much flavour, it's probably just salted. Which it was, but you went for the cheese and onion. So it was actually prawn and ready salted, so you got a point for that. And the last one's salt and vinegar and prawn, not cheese and onion.
Okay.
Part of the reason us doing this, we're convinced that a lot of these specialist flavours that comes out aren't actually any different, and it's just the psychology of what to put on the bag. So we think if you try smoky bacon, if you try roast chicken, and if you try prawn cocktail, they're probably very, very similar. But because you've read on the packet that it's a different... That was the original idea of why we were going to do this, and then we just decided to eat loads of crisps. And I think prawn cocktail and cheese and onion are very, very similar. So you got 4 out of 6, which is pretty good going. So for this one, we're just going to do one more, where we're going to do 3.
3.
Is that correct?
Yes.
And then we'll see how this goes, and then we'll think about doing another one where we do maybe even more combinations. Do you think we should have... Oh, let's finish this one first.
Okay, yes. Let's finish this one. Then we'll
no, because I might forget my point. That's the way my mind works.
Oh, say it while I'm picking out your flavours.
Okay, I was wondering, do we stick to having 2 flavours, but we have far greater choice to choose from, or do we have more number of flavours matched together, so it might be harder to work it all out? Food for thought. There must be a YouTube channel called Food for Thought, or a blog or something.
Probably.
It'd be a good series. You could have which food is best to eat to keep your brain working. You know, if you've got a big essay you've got to write, what food should you eat an hour before to get the brain power going? You're waiting for me to put my hand out, aren't you?
No, I'm not. I'm deciding on
oh, right, okay.
Pick out for a lot.
Well, maybe I'll carry on down this food for thought idea then. Because that was always my excuse for putting sugar in my tea, because I once read a report that said a large amount of the sugar that you use is actually used by your brain.
In there.
And I thought, because I think a lot... Right, okay, hang on. Right, I'm actually going to try breaking these up a little bit to mangle them together. Well, no, because I think then I'm not going to have one dominant flavour hit my tongue, which is the problem I made with the first one. So I'm just going to have to go into this like a pig at a trough.
This is uncomfortable. What do you think? Run me through your thoughts.
I'm thinking it doesn't really taste of anything. I thought there'd be like a battle of flavours, but they seem to be cancelling each other out. Maybe you're right about crushing them up. Right, definitely smoky bacon.
Okay.
This is hard. Oh, no, let's sniff. I think cheese and onion. See, really, you're picking 3 out of 5 flavours, so we should stand a chance. But I need to get more right than you, or you win the whole thing. I'm just going to go with ready solid. I've got a hint of prawn cocktail, but I'm going to go ready solid.
Okay.
So, smoky bacon, cheese and onion, ready solid.
Okay.
Are you going to tell me now, or are we going to wait?
Yes.
Okay.
You got 2 correct.
There's hope.
Bacon and salted was correct, and the other one was prawn cocktail.
Ah, do you know, I should have...
I deliberately picked out a really big prawn cocktail and then really small bacon and
Sneaky! Sneaky! The boy wants to win at all costs. Forget the science, you just want the V.
Yeah.
I'm just having one of those, because I still think cheese and
Right.
onion and prawn cocktail are really close. No,
You should try cheese and onion. That's what I'm saying.
really odd. Okay,
It's really
right,
bad.
you can go for it. Just try cheese and onion.
Yeah.
Good lad.
It hasn't improved.
It's one of those that I went off cheese and onion for a while and then rediscovered a love of them.
How can you have a love of cheese and onion?
I just like crisps.
I'm sorry. I just don't. Right, there's gonna be a bit of a tangent, but I just don't think that like cheese and onion. They're like you on paper, it shouldn't work, and it works in more things than you would think. Like most like cheeseburgers, you can order with onions.
Have I ever done you a cheese and onion sandwich where you
I
have
do not
fresh
think
onion?
you have.
That was really nice. So my theory of always with food should be put together if it occurs naturally next to each other. So for example, people like having roast pork with apple sauce. Well, there are many occasions where you can imagine pigs roaming around near apple trees. So maybe cheese and onion don't go together. That's why I don't understand tuna and mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Or tuna and
me
sweet corn.
neither.
Because when is a fish ever going to be flying through the
I
middle
just
of a maize
don't really
field?
understand tuna, to
Right,
be honest.
anyway, no, there are very few things
I know
that
there
I
are some
don't
people
like.
out there that really like fish, like tuna, but I'm honestly just not the biggest fan of fish.
No.
I feel like fish is like licorice or marmite. You either love it or you hate it.
Quote of the day, fish is like licorice. There we go, that's our deep thought.
Or marmite.
Right, let me concentrate on what I'm doing here. There are very few things that I won't eat, but tuna, I just cannot, I
How
really
about
can't
if
stand
I
it.
only get one correct, so we end up tying, we do one where we pick 4 of the flavours.
I'm definitely, right,
and
so
see
you,
who gets the most.
hang on, so my total is 5.
Your total's 5.
Your total is 4.
So I need
you've
to
got
get
to
2
get-
correct to win.
Alright, I'm going to
So if
go
I only get 1 correct,
for these
it
ones.
should theoretically, with this, be impossible to get them all incorrect.
Yes, you're right, yeah. Unless I only pick 2 flavours out.
And that'd be evil.
Right, I've got 3 that are sort of the same size, because I'm not going to do yours
Disgusting.
sneaky. Right, they are 3 different flavours.
Oh, it's cracking. Right, I'm just gonna go for it.
Okay, so you need to get 2 of these right to win, 1 to tie. I think we should do the 4 anyway.
Sure.
And then you've just got to say the one that isn't in there.
Yeah, that's good actually. The 4 and you only have to say the... Yeah.
And if everyone's bored already, they can just turn the video off. And we'll just carry on
Right,
and
there's
have fun with it.
definitely smoky bacon.
Definitely going for smoky bacon. Okay.
I don't...
We could have done it in a
know
point
what it
system
could be,
where
though.
the one that you said first, you get double... No, that's complicating things. It's a good job that we sort all this stuff out before we start, isn't it?
I think there might be cheese and onion. I'm going for cheese and onion, but I don't know what the third one is. I tasted a hint, like for less than a second, a tiny fraction of salt and vinegar.
Ooh.
And I don't know if my brain was just fabricating that, but I'm going to go for it because
You
I
go
have
for salt
no
and
other
vinegar.
guesses. So smoky bacon, cheese and onion, salt and vinegar.
Okay, remove le masque. So your combination was smoky bacon, cheese and onion, and salt and vinegar. There was ready salted, but there was smoky bacon and cheese and onion. So you got 2 out of 3. So
Woo!
your final score out of the 8. No, that can't be right. It must be 9. No, 7. Help me out here. It's 7, isn't it? What's our final? 9. 4 times 2. No, 3 times 2 is 6. Plus 3 is 9, right?
Yes.
So, out of a possible
Well done.
score of 9, you got 6 right. I think. So that's
And you
2/3
got
correct.
5.
And I got 5.
Should we just do the 4 as
I think we should.
little bonus?
Yeah, so let's just go, right, with me first.
Yep.
I like
We won't
that we've
write
got
down the
loads of
scores for this. This is just an experiment.
Alright, yeah.
See what is the maximum number.
Did you say double or nothing? So if I get this right, I win the
I
whole
did
lot.
not say that. I mean, we just said that there's no point, so double or nothing would still just be nothing or nothing.
You know what we need to do with one of these in the future?
What?
Ice cream flavours.
That is a spectacular idea.
We'll have to do it quickly so it didn't all melt.
Yeah.
Your mum will come home from the shop.
Take it out the
Why
freezer.
is the freezer full of
Right.
ice cream? Expect science.
I shall now point to the flavour that I will not be including.
Next time I do this, remind me to take my glasses off before I put the mask on for this bit. Sir, can I have 4?
Right.
This is a lot of food. Do you know how to do the Heimlich manoeuvre? I'm just asking
Not
because
particularly well.
there's
but
a lot
I'm
of
sure
food
I
going
can
in.
manage it. There you go. There's 4 there.
There seems to be a lot of crisps there.
Yep, there's 4.
I'm going to do this with as much
One of them's
grace.
bent over twice though, so it feels like 5.
I'm going to try and do this with as much grace and dignity as I can.
Interesting. What do you think of what's not?
Oh.
Right, so what can you detect?
I think I can detect smoky bacon
Mm-hmm.
and cheese and onion and salt and vinegar. I think the flavour you've missed off is prawn cocktail.
You can take off your blindfold and see how incorrect you are. It was cheese and onion.
But that feeds into my theory that I had earlier, which is that prawn cocktail and cheese and onion are surprisingly similar.
Are they? I mean, it is a theory.
Alright.
But hey, that's just a theory.
Copyright. Right. Okay, so there's just one that I'm not going to put in, is that correct?
Yep. Which you may point to.
That's the one I'm not going to put in.
Alrighty.
I can't remember what I've just taken. Hang on.
Are you eating those?
Yeah.
Oh.
Crisps are bad for blood pressure, aren't they?
Are they? Right. Let's just go for it.
Arsene Wenger, the Arsenal manager, when he came over and revelised the English Premier League, said, "Why would you eat," with a French accent, said, "Why would you eat crisps? They are just strips of fat that have been."
Why won't you eat crisps? That was terrible. I was
That's why I didn't even try it. Anyway, matter in hand.
That was
Come on.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, not a French person. I apologise to any French viewers.
I'm sure we have loads.
I'm thinking smoky bacon, cheese and onion.
What, you're thinking they're in it, or that they might be the ones missing?
I'm thinking they're in it. I think the one you've left out is... I think it's ready salted or salt and vinegar. I think you've left out ready salted.
Okay, remove the blindfold and I'll tell you.
Yep.
I was actually trying to be kind to you and I left out the cheese and onion.
Oh. Well, I'm not going to lie, that combination of 4 tasted pretty rank.
Yeah, it's really... Oh no.
So, apparently, if you just mix random other flavours together, it tastes like cheese and onion.
That does seem to be
That's
the
what we've
conclusion.
learned today.
And the
And
more you
apparently-
keep eating...
Smoky bacon is the most overpowering flavour.
Yeah, I agree with that.
We guessed it a lot.
I'm now finding as well, just sitting here in full-on snack mode, the more you eat separate ones, the more they start tasting the same. Because at the moment, whatever I grab hold of seems to taste the same.
There's some psychological formula to that, probably.
So you were the winner then.
Yes.
Well done to you. I shall come up with some kind of prize for you. More crisps, just to keep you healthy. So what's going to be part 2 of this then? Let's have a quick conflab about this.
Right.
Are we going to go for more flavours to complicate it more? Are we going to...
I don't think we should go for more flavours. I think it's good that we didn't include... Christ. Originally, we were
Pardon
going...
you, and apologies for the blaspheming.
Originally...
So that's the French and anyone religious you've now alienated. Carry on, mate. You're just kicking those viewers out as we go along. Come on, concentrate.
Okay. Originally, we were going to include... we weren't going to include smoky bacon, and we were going to have Worcester sauce, but then the multi-pack that we bought didn't have Worcester sauce in, and just had double the amount of ready salted.
It's not right.
For some reason. So we just had to buy some lone packs of smoky bacon. Maybe that's why we tasted smoky bacon a lot, because it was from a different person, wasn't it?
That is a very, very good theory. Because even if you look at them,
Yeah.
these 4 look very, very similar colour, and the smoky bacon ones are a lot darker, as if they've had more flavour.
And also there was a lot more in the smoky bacon packet.
So when I said about doing all the Pringles or all the Doritos or all the Walkers, that's probably the best way, is to have them all. Yeah, you could be right actually.
I think we should go Pringles or Doritos. How about you tell us in the comments whether we should do Pringles or Doritos? Also, Pringles and Doritos.
So basically,
if you want to get your own one in, you can sponsor us.
What we've learnt then is that we've just spent about 15 minutes doing this, and right at the end you've realised that what we've done is completely null and void and completely pointless, which means we need to do it all over again. So we're going to munch our way through these. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Except these suck.
And we'll see you soon.